Whose advice is more important to you? Yours or someone else's? That's of influence. Well, let's talk about that today. Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I'm here to help you find your purpose. And one of the tools I use to help you is Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. When you have purpose in your life, you have meaning and you have direction. Talking about the boat with the rudder, when you've got purpose, when you know the direction that you're going. And so you're going, let's see, I want to go to, well, let's just say you want to be a chef, and you have other people pulling you like, you'll never make any money at that. The market's too saturated. Look at all the chefs on TV and, people that are close to you and all of that. And yet it's something that you really want to do. And so you either are swayed by someone or think about, it's like, okay, now I know that I want this. And I know that my purpose has something to do with serving others, right? Because we talk about serving others as part of your purpose, the reason that why you're here, rather than service to self. And so if that is, you definitely want to serve others through your creations, through making recipes or being on TV and sharing the how-tos, or having a channel where you can, your social media, where you can show people wonderful pictures of food and how to do it and how to be healthy and incorporate like all those things around that. And you know that that's your purpose. So if you have your boat with the rudder and it's like, whoo, you know that, right? So the opinions, the thoughts of others, whoop, to the side. And I'm going to read this passage in a minute. And your boat with the rudder, woof, right? You know the direction where you're heading. So maybe it's school, culinary school. Maybe it's just getting a channel like what I'm doing and just sharing what you know. Maybe it's doing something totally different, like writing recipes, creating recipes, and then selling them as bundles or something. I don't know. But anyway, who knows? But you're doing something to help other people and to be healthier, or to find enjoyment in eating. So let's listen to the passage for right now. But I just wanted to talk about that boat with the rudder. When you know what your purpose is, or you have a pretty good idea, that boat with the rudder is like spot on. You know the direction you're going, and all the opinions and all the advice of others, the counsel of others, they're like, you're just, thank you very much. Ciao. And you go do your own thing, right? So November 14th, we are day 319, 47 days left in the year. Wow, we're coming to 30. That would be 1 month. 87.16% complete with the year for November 14th. So here we go with the passage. I may listen to the input I receive from others, but when it comes to following the right path for my own life, boat with the rudder, I listen to the guiding voice within me, and I take counsel with myself. How powerful, how empowering is that? The sun's going down, so it's right in my eyes. But anyway, that is so powerful. Let's turn that around. You may listen to the input you receive from others, but when it comes to following the right path for your own life, you listen to the guiding voice within you, and you take counsel with yourself. That boat with a rudder, that's what it's about today. That boat with a rudder, and understanding that you are the driver of your own life. You are the director of creating the life you want to live. There are no politics. There are no, it doesn't matter what it is. You can say, oh, but I mean, just using like now after the election, the number of peeparoos that I have seen and heard from personally, and seen posts and other things, it just shows me how connected to 3D, and how very mucho more I really want to get my message out, that when you find your purpose, when you know what your purpose is, none of that stuff matters. It doesn't mean that there's not a civic duty or a civic privilege, whatever that is. because that is still participating in life, and you can do as you do. Yet if that defines you, if that scares you, if that you're just overjoyed because everything's going to be fine now, that to me says that is, I'll just tell you what it is. There's fear on one side, if you're looking at particular this, and on the other side, it's like someone's going to save us. Yay! There is nothing outside of you that's going to save you. Absolutely nothing. I listened to um, my friend Amy, my beautiful friend, amazing woman. She sent me Dr. Doty, Doty, with Mel Robbins, an interview, and I'll put it in my I'll put it in my comments or on the description, because it was amazing to me at the self-talk, because he is a neurosurgeon, I think, and a neuroscientist. I'm not exactly sure of his credentials, and I think lots and lots of people know him. He works with the Dalai Lama, and I had never heard of him before. My friend Amy sent me the link, and I listened to it this morning, and I was like, man, and the guy you could tell he's just sobbing from like so much joy at the way his life, how he has created his life, and he knows that he has directed it, that he could have, with his upbringing of an alcoholic mother that was mostly paralyzed, maybe it was an alcoholic father. I don't know. Not a lot of money, not a lot of care, and he literally ran into a woman that helped him do a breathing exercise to slow down his autonomic nervous system. So the parasympathetic, the sympathetic to the parasympathetic, and he just kept going from there. And he had on his list, she said, what are the things that you want? And he started focusing on the things he wanted. He was saying, well, this was a 12-year-old boy in 1968. And he wanted a Porsche. He wanted a big house. He wanted things because he wanted to be seen. And so he was going after it for the wrong reasons. It's something outside of him. And so that he could be seen. If I have all these things, I've made it. People will look at me and admire me and recognize me and all of this, because he was coming from where he wasn't seen, heard, recognized, all of these things. And anyway, you can watch it for yourself. It's really powerful. Yeah, he's talking about self-talk, and he has like the steps of how to get there. He's telling Mel how he has gotten, how to rewire your brain. And I was inside. This was like 3 weeks ago. It was the actual interview, and inside of me, I was just like, self-talk. Dr. Shad Helmstetter. Just listen. That's all you have to do. I was very excited, but he's going through this process, and I'm thinking it's so simple. Like, it does not have to be difficult. It does not have to be a Joe Dispenza meditation, which I love, and I tell you that I every single morning I do one of those meditations. I love that. I love directing my life, and I love moving into that space of meditation. But the steps, and you have to do this, and you have to, all this stuff. No, just download the app that I always have 30 days free in the description or in the bio, wherever you find me. It's somewhere that 30 days free, and it says 30 days free. And that is a self-talk language. And all you have to do is listen to it passively while you're doing something else. You have the TV on, turn it off, put your self-talk on, and start growing your self-esteem, start growing your financial strength, start moving into the business that you want to move into, the career you want to move into, start having relationships with your spouse, with your kids, with your friends, with your business people or whatever, that are beautiful, that are strong, that are based on love and compassion and understanding, and not coming like you're trying to take something from me or any of those, like, it's a whole different perspective. You're not coming from a place of being a victim. You're coming from a place of empowerment and love and compassion. That is powerful. That is life-changing. And this is what this language, this self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created for you and me and himself, because he lost 80 pounds or 68 pounds or 80 something pounds. I don't know, a lot. and kept it off. He's kept it off. He's now 41 years into doing, or now 42 years into helping clients, coaching clients, and all of that with the self-talk. And neuroplasticity wasn't even a thing when he started in the 80s, or even before the 80s. But he knew that it worked and it was helping his clients. So I'm sharing this with you because it's very powerful and very empowering. And I don't know exactly how to tell people sometimes. Sometimes I think that it's like she's trying to sell me something, or I don't know. I mean, yes, am I an affiliate for, I am I am a certified trained self-talk trainer, and I am a certified life coach by Dr. Shad Helmstetter, the Life Institute, the Self-Talk Institute, and the Life Coaching Institute. Yes, I am part of that. And yes, I am an affiliate for this. This is $19.99 a month for 6 peeparoos can be on there. Do you think that I'm going to make a wonderful living off of that app? The answer is, well, let's see if I sell 12,000.6 to the 5th power or something. My point is, it is not very expensive for you to download that app. In fact, you get 30 days free. And I'm not making a huge living. Why am I constantly suggesting, enthusiastically hoping that the more and more peeparoos will get this? Because when you focus on what you want, when you rewire your brain through neuroplasticity to the programs that you choose rather than the ones you were born with, unlimited promise and potential. And then you got programmed just like me from people who were programmed, and in mostly when you were a child, and then it continues by people that you're influenced by, because of our what do you call mirror neurons. And so you just, if you were to just download that and do it for 30 days, I don't know how else to tell peeparoos, and in fact, I'm there have been, I don't know how many peeparoos have downloaded it with my YouTube. I have 600 and some videos. I think most of them are all on this self-talk on this, because I started in November, but I had videos from before from my podcast, which I'm starting up again. Now that Steve has passed, Steve would want me to find success. Steve was already, as he didn't really encourage me or totally believe in what I could do, he was watching my YouTube channel grow. And yes, it's a very small channel. But every time he was like, good job, babe. Good job, babe. And he'd come out and listen to me do the videos. He's like, that was really good. And that made me think about, and so it was real. The sun just went down. So nice. Look, now I can go this way. Wee, do, do, do. It's a little bit dark, but I just wanted to show you the sun went down. Otherwise it would have blinded your eyes. So, but he would want me to continue and do what I'm doing and find success. So, and I have, and I will continue to have even more. I mean, Project Santa Claus, that has always been at the back of my mind. There is not a day that I do not give something to someone. There is not a day that I am not Santa Claus in some way. Whether it be even be a smile in the store, or, paying it forward at the grocery store, or wherever, like, paying for somebody's something, or giving an extra tip for somebody who does something. Like even our puppies. Oh, let me show you. They got, look how cute. This is Feathers. She got a little puppy cut. They both got puppy cuts. Look how cute. Steve would have loved this. He loved their puppy cuts. So Flying Feather, she looks really cute. I don't know where Happy Beans is. She's inside the house. But anyway, we gave extra, because not because they deserved it, although they did a very good job, but because we wanted to give. And I say we, Lynette and I. So, because that's how we are. We're very generous. We're very loving. We're very caring. And I love that about me. I love that about her, but I love that about me. And so that Project Santa Claus, I've had that at the back of I mean, I'm doing it now. I'm embodying that Project Santa Claus, but I want to help peeparoos. Like when it started, I was 14 years at one. I've always volunteered. I've mentioned that before, but even through like my bad years, I didn't always go, but I went a lot. And so volunteering at the food pantry, And I literally, I'd see these people that needed, and like their car was clunky. And I grew up with not a lot of money. And we had clunky cars the whole time. I was a cheerleader, and I was be so embarrassed for my dad, for daddy and mommy to come and pick me up, mommy with her polyester clothes. And here's this, thinking I'm, whatever, here they spent their money and tried to get me good clothes. And now here's mommy in her polyester pants. I'm embarrassed of her. And the clunky car that makes big noises from the pipe that my my dad and my uncle, which is his half brother, they put together, and putting it just, and I look back and I think, man, how superficial. And I get it. I get it that that was part of my journey. Yet those are not having a lot of money. So many of us are in that boat. But what is it when we our self-talk, when we can shift that self-talk around and really start uh, helping others, like really wanting to help, like my Project Santa Claus. This, if I would have seen my mom back then and they had their clunky thing and 7 kids and all this stuff, I would have, you know, if I were to come back, I would give them like $2,000, which probably would have been like $10,000 or something. Go get a new car. That's how I feel, because there was so much that I was without. I wasn't without anything, but yet to help. And so many people who's helped us. We got socks every Christmas from the nuns, because we also served in the Dominican retreat house. And we got toys, and friends gave money every single year, and to help us with our Christmas. And it was an abundant world and universe. We didn't, some of us knew that, and some of us didn't at different times in our lives. And um and so I really want to give back, and I want to do that Project Santa Claus, which is, I am embodying that now, today, every day, and continue to do that. But I want it to be an actual organization that actually finds people. And I'm starting with at the what do you call it, the food bank, the food pantry, where I was working for 14 years, and where I volunteered. And that was from, we'd go in at 11 and then finish up, and especially during the holidays, like 7 o'clock at night. But usually it was till 5 o'clock, and then we got it to 4 o'clock. But serving families over and over, they would come in, and the kids, needed clothes or something. And I also worked at another place called Metro Care. And so then I could send them, I took all the information I had from MetroCare and would give it to them there, like, go get some coats, go get some clothes, go, you're going for an interview, this is where you go to get, because that MetroCare ring is what it is, and that's still there around. So look for that if you need some help. But that, it's that giving, it's the knowing the purpose, it's where you're going. And I know what my purpose is, and I know that, like you, it's in service to others. But it's how is it serving? And so for me, I can serve like through my coaching, my life coaching, because I love it, and I get immense results for my clients. Absolutely immense results. When they do the work, they get the results. And then also the training, the self-talk training, to help people like understand how it came about, and to really understand it, and then and how it benefits. And then this whole thing for me, so those are the things I'm adding the group. I've already added the group coaching. I just have to put the pricing in, so I can put it on, like I'll put the pricing probably even in this one, even though it doesn't have the group coaching. I mean, you won't be able to click on it yet, because I'm not ready to launch that yet. I'm still going through all the legal stuff through with Steve's death, and oh my gosh, that his transition, but his death on planet Earth. There's a lot to go through. It takes a lot of time. He just, he barely passed on to the other side of the veil. Man, I feel like I feel him all the time, though. On that one video where he was breathing, and oh man, I was trying to think of the beautiful person that told. I was trying to think of her name again. Anyway, who told me, you'll find it in the comments. I don't get many comments, so you can go back like 3-4 videos or something and you'll find it. But such a sweetie, such a beautiful soul to have taken the time and told me. And she hadn't ever made a comment before that I remember. And I just so grateful. Renata, I think that's how you say it. Yay, I think I can remember. Very unlike me not to remember names. Always say that. Dr. Shad Helmstetter taught me that. And then it comes back. So you're in power. So that's a tool for you and a trick to remember things, because not remembering, that's a program. That is a program. So, anyway, I'm talking about, all of this, the giving, the Project Santa Claus, the finding your purpose and knowing where you want to go in life and having that boat that takes you there. And today, in the passage today, it's like taking your own counsel, taking your own advice, not looking for others to tell you what to do or how to do or when to do it. It's if you hire someone for something, or somebody is way better than you at doing something, that's one thing. A teacher or mentor or something like that, that's one thing. But if you have, family saying, oh, don't be a chef, don't do, it's so saturated, you'll never get anyone to pay you for this or that. Or you can try and go on, what's that scraggly guy's is, I can't think of his name. We used to watch it all the time. Steve loved it. The cook, I don't know, some, very unlike me not to remember names. But he getting on his show or anyone's show for that matter. And here's the thing. If you love it, if it is part of your purpose and you know it, then what do? Zoom. Wait, let me zoom. Zoom. There. Zoom. I'm doing it into the camera. But anyway, your boat. Steer your boat in the direction of your purpose. You'll always, know where you're going. You know what your purpose is. And you're moving in that direction. It's incredibly powerful and empowering. So that's the story. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to read this one last time. I may listen to the input I receive from others. I may listen and then go doing, 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 depending on where the input's coming from. But when it comes to following the right path for my own life, whoop, right? The boat with the rudder, steering in the right direction. I listen to the guiding voice within me, because you always know. You are an individual expression of the one, and it's just a matter of degree as the human. And I take counsel with myself. You got it. You got it, babe. You got it. You can do it. I believe in you. Absolutely. You can find your purpose. You can do, be, change, have, create absolutely anything. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. And that unlimited promise, that unlimited potential is still there. It's just been covered up with other programs that are harmful, counterproductive, do not serve you, sabotage you, they stop you, they hold you back. Why? They're other people's programs that had limitations. You are unlimited. You are unlimited, as am I. So it's beautiful. When you know that, all of a sudden there's a whole different world that you see. It's like, whew. And you also know that everything is a message to me for positive change. Absolutely everything. And if you believe that to be true, and if you look at it that way, knowing that on the other side, if you say yes and you accept, not that it's, again, I have to preface that you don't say yes to something really bad happening to you or whatever, but if something bad, that's, perspective. But if something is uncomfortable, or Steve's dying and is 4 months, really a lot longer than 4 months, just didn't really actually realize, and didn't even realize until maybe the day before, maybe this could actually, even though, I mean, I was like, could it be? And that he might be transitioning. But I just always thought that he would be right there. Oh, there's a chipmunk. Oh, that's a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a chipmunk. It's a bird. So, and it flew away. I would have shown you. So anyway, I hope that you got this. I hope you always get what I share with you, because if you get that you were born with unlimited promise and potential and it's still there and you just got programmed, and you can reprogram your brain, you can rewire your brain, and that you know that Dr. Shad Helmstedter's his app, his self-talk language, which comes in an app that easy to push play and go and put it on in the background and listen to one track or one program, whatever you want. It's well, there's a specific way of doing it so that you have more success, which is why you put it in the background, because your programs might be like, I'm not that great, I'm not so unique, I'm not so special, and all of that. You might have those programs running, so you want it passively, so it's just recording in your brain. But then you keep it recording every single day at the very same time in the mornings, and you record. Pretty soon it's like, your brain's going, that must be important, right? And then it's wiring into the brain. Pretty soon it's a program, and you're like, man, I am pretty special. I'm unique. I got it. I can do anything. I can do absolutely anything. I was programmed, and now look at this program. I got it. I can drive an RV. I can excel in times of change. I can do absolutely anything. So I can recreate myself. You can. You can do absolutely anything. So I love you so very, very mucho. And my feet are getting cold because the sun went down, and I have bare feet, and I need a pedicure. I'd show you my bare feet because I'm sure you'd be very excited and interested to see that. Oh man, I love you so very, very much. As always, shining my light to brighten yours. And tomorrow we're going to talk about not getting discouraged and looking for your purpose. And if you have the book, read it and repeat it to yourself. Repeat. Neuroplasticity, it's a rule. Repeat to rewire. I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Ciao. Oh, wait. I'm so glad I didn't hang up. I don't know if you hang up. If you'd like to be on my email list, because I'm now starting to write emails again, then please go to Lenny at lennymotivates.com, and and you can sign up for my newsletter, and I'll also put a link in the description, so you don't have to go looking for it. And if you'd like to work with me, Lenny at lennymotivates.com with the word winner, and let's get started. I have this time. Yes, I'm going through all the legal stuff with Steve, all of this, but it's wonderful. It's all wonderful. I feel like Steve would want me to do what I'm doing. In fact, I know he would want me to, because he was wanting me to do it before. He was very proud of me, and he was coming around to being like super supportive, which he had never been. He would probably tell me, I'm not going to blow wind up your skirt, Lenny, but you're doing better. You have 2 more people on your YouTube channel. So he was always proud of me for that. He was like, wow, it really is growing, because I only had like 200, and now I have a whole 800 and something. But anyway, it will grow as it grows, and it's not. At some point, I'll think about getting it out there. But that was never my intention. My intention was always to find you, and you to find me, because I knew that if you found me, then my message would resonate with you, and you might just start changing your self-talk. And that's what I want, because then if you change your self-talk and you're happy and you find success in every single area of your life, you pass it on. And then what are we? We're these ripples, right? Here's me, then there's you, then there's who you tell, and it's going, and that's how it happens. And that is what I want. That makes me deliriously happy. I don't even want to use the word delirious right now, because Steve's delirium. That was crazy. Anyway, I love you so very, very much. Oh, yes, I do. And please share this video if it's been helpful for you. Please comment, please share, please subscribe, please like, whatever, just to encourage me, because I love it. I love the encouragement. I really do. So see you tomorrow. Ciao.